Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to our pre-match press conference of the AFC Champions League in Matchday 6. So, United City will face Melbourne City FC tomorrow. So, we will be with Mr. Patrick Kisnorbo, head coach, and Jordan Ross, the player. So, coach, how's everything in the team right now?
Yeah, everything's okay. We recovered well from the last game, and we start to prepare for the game tomorrow.
Thank you, coach. So, Jordan, one last game tomorrow. How's your team motivation right now?
Yeah, it's good. I think all the boys are just preparing now for the game tomorrow, and hopefully we leave this competition with 3 points and see what happens after that.
Thank you. So, we'll plan for the review.
Obviously, all you can do is win your game and everything else. But with the kind of uncertainty of this, who's going through, all the stuff you can't control, is it difficult to remove that from the players' minds? I mean, obviously you can't control it, but it's sort of hanging around a little bit, isn't it?
Yeah, look, I think it's normal. On a personal opinion, like I don't really focus on my energy on stuff like that, like you can't control. But I'm sure there's stuff like that in the back of players' minds. It's normal. Again, what will be will be. All we can do is concentrate and focus and prepare for tomorrow's game. And the rest, again, we can't control, but we have to wait and see. But the main focus is our game tomorrow.
You're back in league sort of responsibilities pretty quickly after this. It's not much of a gap between this and the next league game, and it could be really important. All those results could be really important in the league race. Do you have to sort of balance the two matches, or does the focus go on just getting the job done here? How do you sort of work that one out?
Yeah, look, I think we have to just take it again game by game. So we'll focus on our training today and our next game, which is tomorrow. Once that game is complete, then we have to sort of turn ourselves, back into our league in Australia. But our main focus at this present time is the game tomorrow.
And I'm asking this because I don't know what your schedule is, but when you leave Thailand, will you know by then if you're through to the next round or not, or will it be something you find out when you land?
I don't know, to be honest. I actually don't know. I don't know what we have to wait for in terms of other games. So look, my answer is, or guess is as good as yours. When we find out, we find out.
Yeah. So I want to ask you about your role in this tournament. I guess in 2022 in general, it's been a really good start to the year for you. You've had plenty of games and pretty big impact in this tournament. Did you think that it was a chance that you would have such a big involvement in the first sort of 4 months as you had in 2022?
Well, I've always hoped to get out in the park and get as many minutes as I have. I didn't really have, what I thought was going to happen, but I prepared as well as I could for when I did get that opportunity, and I just focused on doing what my roles and responsibilities are on the pitch and being there for the boys and being a good player if I need to. So yeah.
And how have you found this experience? Playing in Thailand in these conditions, playing against different types of opponents. Has anything surprised you about what you've encountered during these games?
Well, for starters, it's been an amazing experience versing opponents with such great quality, and obviously the conditions are hard. And in my past, I've played against these type of players so it hasn't really been surprising, but we do prepare for such games. So yeah, do what we have to do.
And we spoke at the very start, and I brought it up again, but it was a bit of an unknown, sort of uncharted territory for the club. We've sort of coming to the end of this part of it now. But has anything sort of surprised you, or is there anything that you've sort of taken away from it that you didn't sort of know about or expect prior?
No, look, not really. Look, as a player, I've played in these competitions in terms of internationally, but it's been such an amazing experience. It doesn't matter, what country you play against. There's always quality, and it's fantastic. So, I think it's a great achievement from our club, our players, to understand that they've played against the 40 best clubs in Asia. And that's fantastic, and you can't buy that experience. You've had to earn it, and we've earned that. And it's great to see that our players have been up to a level that I'm happy with. They've competed. It's been difficult. We've had our own circumstances, our own challenges, like everyone else. But when you look at it overall, I think we've done really well. And honestly, being here, we've been treated fantastically by the Thai people, everyone in the hotel, even the teams that we play against. We've seen in the hotel, the Korean team, the Filipino team, and obviously BG. And there's a mutual respect. We talk a little bit, we get along, but our journey so far has been a fantastic experience, and we all just want to thank everyone here and the Thai people for that, because they've been amazing.
And obviously, this is probably something you want to experience again and again and again by, qualifying for this competition every year if you can. Do you think, having had the experience of playing in this competition is something that will benefit you next season, the season after?
Yeah, I think it benefits everyone. Even people like Jordan, who's young. He realises that no matter what country you're up against, there's quality at his age. So, it's a learning experience for everyone. And it's great to be part of, this competition. This is where, we want to be. We want to play in the league, and we want to play in the AFC. And that's our motivation. If we didn't have that, what's the point? So, we want to have these challenges. And when you're faced with them, they're hard. I'm not going to lie, but when you look overall, it's the best challenge that we could have to be professionals, and again, to improve. Everyone wants to improve, and that's our motivation. Our motivation isn't just to play in the A-League, which is a good competition. We want to test ourselves again with the 40 best clubs in Asia, and it's been great.
And I guess I want to ask about the challenges part, because we've discussed that the challenges you've had, injury, suspension, a COVID result when you arrived. Obviously, you would have preferred to have everyone available for every game. But as a coach, do you sort of, maybe not enjoy is the right word, but do you enjoy the challenge of overcoming those problems?
Yeah, look, I think as a coach, you have to think a different way. And that's what a challenge is. You've got to think a bit outside the box. And again, for me, as a personal thing, you have to challenge yourself with different different tactics, different styles, and it's great, and it does challenge you, and you do learn, which is fantastic, because, you want to be better, you want to make your players better and the team better. So, with these challenges, they are hard at the time, but I'm sure when you look over it in maybe, a month's time, or you say, wow, what a great experience that is. And that's for everything. I'm sure you guys have been in that stage of your life before. Same with me and the team. So, look, we'll take a lot out of this competition. And again, hopefully, we can keep competing, again, at this competition. But we know it's not easy. We know you have to earn the right, because there are a lot of good teams in Asia.